Welcome, one and all astrology lovers. It is Chanda Sparkles, and this is Astro Tarot Tuesday Night Live, the full moon in Pisces edition, Mercury retrograde, and so much more going on as we begin this season of Virgo. Yes, the mystic, the earth mutable sign healer. This is where we create healing through our physical body, all right? The Piscean full moon, which is the opposite mutable sign of Virgo, is where we create healing through our spirit, through consciousness. Tonight, we are going to dive deep into the full moon in Pisces. And what more could we do with a full moon in Pisces? Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. It is pure spirit. It's higher consciousness. It's boundless. It's limitless water energy. We're going to dive deep into our intuition tonight as we discuss the full moon in Pisces chart. We have to keep in mind this full moon in Pisces is really about healing the spirit, healing the higher consciousness, healing that beautiful soul, the God spark that is within all of us, because the Creator resides right here at your cosmic higher heart. Yes, it does. We're going to go over the chart tonight. We're also going to do the big giveaway. Every single full moon on this channel, we do package giveaways. Yes, I said package giveaways. It's not just some one little thing. You always get a bundle of great stuff. Congratulations goes out to Tracy Lee, who won last season and finally received her wonderful gifts in the mail. Yeah, she was really anticipating those to get there quicker, as was I. But you know what? Sometimes life happens and it eventually gets there. I just want to put this out to any and everybody who's listening. If your name is ever drawn, just be grateful it was drawn. Have some patience and remember that it's always going to get there to you. Sometimes not within 2 weeks. Sometimes it takes about 2 to 3, maybe even 4 weeks for it to get there to you, but it always will. So these wonderful gifts here, we have to do the giveaway. I'm really excited about the winner, the person that was drawn. I'm very excited that your name was drawn. So we're going to do the giveaway first tonight. Then we'll jump into the chart. And then after we unload all of the boundless water of Pisces full moon and speak to Mercury retrograde, we will do the cards. We have a brand new oracle deck. Tarot. I thought it was a tarot. It's an oracle deck with the crows. Yes, I always bring in my crows around September because it's the fall season it's the tail end of summer. I gotcha. I've heard from a couple of you. I'm like, I know, but I just get excited. I love it. I always get excited for the seasons to change because I've always celebrated the Sabbaths. That's very important to me. So we'll dive into the cards for your sun, moon, and rising signs of the elements, all of the elements after the astrology. Let's see who is here in the chat. Also want to send some love out to all of the moderators and the Facebook groups. Please remember, if you're on Facebook, I am multi-streaming on multiple platforms and would love it if you popped on over to YouTube and gave me support there. It really helps the algorithms to find me on the YouTube channel and more people to align with the frequency that I am putting out. So let's say hi to the gang up in the Sparkle chat. Hi, Shauna Marie. And there is Miss Tina, our resident Virgo in the house. And Zena, the warrior princess. I just love and adore you there, girlfriend. And let's see, there's Sandy. Hi, Sandy and Christina Karst. How's it going, sister friend? We have our big event coming up on September 17th. If you are coming to fall into the sea of consciousness, be sure you've checked your emails and follow the directions. I need your birth chart information sent to my email so I can start working on those charts in advance so that your wonderful day with us celebrating the fall will be brilliantly successful, and you'll be so excited and glad you did. All right, let's see here. Yeah, that's Christina Karsa's moon is the Piscean moon. She's having her lunar return. That's right. Amy Ulrich is our moderator on Facebook, as well as Chasing Sunshine. Please give her some love on Facebook for keeping it clean. And remember, come on over to YouTube. Majority of the people are in the chat in the YouTube. If you're in one of my groups, my YouTube link is in the description of this video, just right down below. So go and check it out there. Also, we have Jerry Lynn. How you doing, our Aquarius? And Renee, our lovely Capricorn. Moon just left Capricorn. How did you feel with that Pluto passing? Or did it just leave? Oops, my bad. I'm ahead of myself as usual. Yeah, the moon is still currently in Capricorn. My bad. It is at 27 degrees of Capricorn. Actually, it just passed Pluto. That Pluto conjunction just happened. So I'm sure you're feeling all kinds of powerful to my Capricorns out there. All right, let's see who else here. Hi, Brandy. How are you doing? Hello, my Facebook users. So glad to see you here. And Ronnie, what's up, Ronnie? How's it going, girl? Glad to have you here in Alabama. That's right. Go ahead and pipe on in the chat where you're coming from so we have an idea as to the reach. And there is Chasing Sunshine. I am so excited. Chasing Sunshine, she has the most beautiful photography. She's agreed to come and shoot our event. Yes, quietly, and none of the one-on-one sessions will be shot. But the entire event, she's just going to come by and do some photos and some videos for us, and I thank you and love you and adore you for it. You will be getting gifts from me and Christina. More on that to come for you, my love. Let's see here. Yes, join the YouTube. It says like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and select all for notifications on the lives. All right, so there's a little glimpse of the chart and a little glimpse of what we got going on over here. Let's go ahead and remove the chart real quick, and we can blow this up so that we can do the giveaway. Yes, yes, yes. Now, before we even begin tonight, I'd like for everybody just to kind of breathe and be present. Send light to the chat. Send light to this video. This is a very spiritual release moon. It is all about how we can heal the spirit, how we can heal through the soul, through our evolutionary process. I'm an evolutionary intuitive astrologer. So we base a lot of this on the soul's path, the soul's evolution. So Pisces doesn't get any more. There's no other sign that is just pure. I say, oh, you're Pisces. You're pure spirit incarnate, right? So any Piscean placements that you have at 17 degrees, you might want to check out your chart, including Virgo as well. Those are also going to be places that you want to look. In Sagittarius and Gemini. We'll get deeper into the chart here in just a few minutes. And we'll also read the degree placement of 17 degrees of Pisces, so we have an idea of what this actual degree point. Yeah. So the planets all have different meanings. The aspects, which is the geometry that you see on the chart, has meanings. The houses have meanings. The signs have meanings. And guess what else? The 30 degrees in every single zodiac sign has its own meaning. It's a lot. It's a lot. It really is. It's multifaceted, beautiful science art, ancient art. I love astrology. I honestly don't understand how everybody doesn't get this astrology and just like, dive into it, because it has done so much good for my life and for so many people that I contact with. So yeah, really cool, right? All right, right. And Renee says he's beaming in from DC. The weather was nice today, he says. Says it was in the 70s. I think it's starting to rain here. We have had lots of rain here. I am on Padre Island, Texas. If you're on the YouTube replay, welcome. You're a kick-ass time traveler. I love having you here. We've had a lot of rain down here on Padre Island, and that is North Padre Island, not South Padre Island. It's Padre Island, Corpus Christi, the original. That's why it's called Padre Island. Yeah. So yeah, we've had great rains. I, if you know me, I don't really get up early. I've gotten up early, I think 4 days in a row now. Like literally early. Like one morning I got up at 5:45 and I've been getting up like 6:15, 6:30 every single morning. And I have figured out that is how you shapeshift. Seriously, waking up that early, by noon, I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel like I've spent, like I've had a whole day. What have I been missing? All of a sudden I'm waking up early. What is going on? I'm shapeshifted. I've switched my whole dimension. That's exactly what I've done. So you can do that too. Let's see here. What? Okay. Shauna is in California and she said it was 125 degrees. Like, is that the actual degrees? I remember hearing the Leo King say a couple of days ago when I caught one of his videos that it was there was a heat wave in California. Wow, that is incredibly hot. Holy majoli. Wow. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever done 125 degrees. Now I have done 113 to 114 degree weather, I think up to as high as 116, because I'm from the desert of West Texas and the oil patch, and we get really hot out there some of the time. Yeah. Then sometimes it freezes and snows. It's the weirdest, it's the most bizarre place. Anyway, I digress, and I am talking in circles here. So let's go ahead and jump in now that we have said hello to everybody. This beautiful lady right here is Liz Pena with Liz Martin Company. All of her information is below in this video. She is an intuitive minister, card reader, healer. She's an amazing lady here in the Corpus Christi area, and she's doing a giveaway she's our sponsor for this full moon giveaway, and she's doing a giveaway for a 1 hour card reading and then also a 1 hour access bar session. That is amazing. Thank you, Liz. We genuinely appreciate you. And she's also a Virgo, so it's Virgo season. So perfect. We're giving that away tonight, as well as I have this beautiful clear quartz crystal cluster. Say that 10 times, right? What the hell? Yeah, no, this is gorgeous. And it's been charging. I put it in the pyramid. I put it in the sun. I've had a lot of fun with it. And I'm kind of sad that I got to say bye to it, but somebody else has got to take it because it's part of the package. And so anyway, we got the Mystic Martian Oracle deck. This is a fun Oracle deck. Very self-explanatory cards. Like literally, there's so much information to each of these about star-seed lineage, sacred geometry, a whole mess of information in this deck. Kind of sad to part with this one too, but I got another one back over there, so that's okay. All right. We got to do this drawing. We've got to do this drawing. I've already drawn the name, as I always do, which I don't really draw it. Y'all, I shoot a gun across the room and it lands on a dry erase board where every single time that you ever commented, every single time that you ever shared this video, your name gets on that board. Big old dry erase board. And I got one of those guns that you shoot. Because I'm crazy like that. That's how I do it. I have to make it fun. Y'all, I live up in this house by myself. Well, not all the time. Lights have been flickering a lot here recently and all kinds of... The spirits were playing the gongs in the other room the other day. I was like, what is going on here? the activity is arising because we have the Piscean full moon, and we are not too far out from the change of the season, and we're stepping into the eclipse season very, very soon. So much energies happening multidimensionally, or you might say it as across the veils. Remember, you're multidimensional. You're the veil. It's your frequency and how much you raise your vibration, where you hold yourself in your heart space, that allows you to be a shapeshifting beast and wake up early like me. No, just kidding. Right. Okay. So let's do the drum roll and okay, let me go ahead and take these down or else I'll get ahead of myself. Let me get these out of here. Oh, it's already right there. Annette Chastain. Oh my God. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, that's so cool, right? You are the winner, Annette Chastain. Please make sure that you send me your address, and I'll make sure that these get to you, my darling. Make sure and messenger me. I'm not sure if she's here in the live, but if she's not, she's one of those that always comes in on the replay. She commented many times and she got her name up there. I think it was 3 or 4 times this time. So literally, guys, every time you comment, now, 1 comment per video. I'm not going to have you like heart, heart, heart. No, that is not what it's about. But like if you share the video and comment, I give you 2. So just understand, I know eventually I'm going to have to figure out a different way to do this. And I'm not real sure how that's going to roll. You know, when we start getting up into the thousands of subscribers and comments, I guess we'll figure that out when it happens, right? Because right now we're just staying in the right now, because right now is all that really matters anyway, right? So congratulations, Annette. Everybody say congratulations to Annette. Big congrats. Yes, 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 yes. Brandy says congrats. That's right. Yay. Donna Lewis is in the house. Hi, Donna. And there is that beautiful Gemini, Heather. And Nicole. Hi, Nicole. How you doing? Thanks for being here. Very, very cool. All right. It is an amazing gift, right? That's right. We'll have more gifts coming for Scorpio season. Scorpio season's going to be major, because that will be the next time that I do the giveaways is Scorpio season. By the way, just while I'm on that topic, this will be my last live broadcast for about 4 weeks. A little over 4 weeks, actually. I am taking a little hiatus. Doesn't mean I'm going to disappear. You will get your full moon and your new moon video here to YouTube, but it won't be a live. It'll just be an upload recording of the videos. So I'm just taking I'm pulling back. This is my 12th house. 12th house is the Piscean house. This is when we really deep dive and go within. And as of this Friday, we will have 7 planets retrograde. When you have 7 planets retrograde, it's time to really go within. And it's that season. Now, that doesn't mean your chart says you need to take time off and go within. Although, if there's any time to do it, now is the time with the Piscean full moon. Just take some time to yourself. Really pull back on some things. Be more selective. It is a selective introspective September. Okay, don't forget that. This is very much a time for us to withdraw and really choose what it is we're moving forward on. We're not starting anything brand new right now. And if you are, good luck. Because what you're going to find is you're going to find some issues, some trouble. And it's not like you shouldn't start something new. Because this is the other thing. Keep in mind when we're dealing with Mercury retrograde, literally going retrograde like hours before the Piscean full moon is apex on early morning Saturday, or it could be on Friday for some of you, just depending upon where you're at. So you have to realize that you, in your birth chart, you may be born with Mercury retrograde. All right. And if you are born with Mercury retrograde, then, a lot of the time you feel more at ease during a Mercury retrograde. We have Mercury retrograde 3 to 4 times a year. Sometimes it does do 4 times a year, but always 3 times a year. Always. And all of the Mercury retrogrades for 2022 began in Earth and went back to air. Wait, no. Crisscross. Sorry. Retract. No. Began. Yeah, right. No, wait, hold on. Began it. I was right. See, I'm always doubting myself. Yes. This Mercury retrograde is starting in air, going back to Earth. So starting in Libra, going back to Virgo. And all of them have been that way. That's just how it is. And that's kind of wonky when you're dealing with your mind, your intellect, how you communicate, how you process things. Just remember this. I'm not one to say, don't go buy a computer or a car. I mean, sometimes, you can't get around it. You got to do what you got to do. But if you can avoid it, yes. But really just re-look, revise, have a closer look at everything that's going on. Be that attention to detail, Virgo. Virgo also is in representation of our military, our service workers, people who really have to keep that attention to detail. So when you throw in a Pisces moon, because Pisces is like, it's boundless, and it's spiritually boundless. It is, Pisces is more about how we flow and not paying much attention to detail. That's the Piscean archetype. So just be mindful of that as you move forward. Okay, we're going to dive deep into it. First and foremost, here is the card. So that I'm going to go ahead and get this done and out the way. We're playing with the Legacy of the Divine Tarot tonight. We're playing with Beyond Lumeria Oracle cards because Lumeria screams Piscean energy to me. The Uncommon Tarot, and this is a brand new Oracle deck. I thought it was a tarot deck, but it's an Oracle. But it's really cool. The Urban Crow Oracle Tarot. I really love it. Before we move forward, I need to thank somebody. Look at this. Look at this amazing homemade, homegrown smudge stick. I got it from Amy, who's my assistant / moderator on Facebook. She made this up in Washington for me. And literally I could smell the fresh aroma before I even took it out of the bag. She also made me these. Look at this. Look at. So I have what did she say? It was Amazonite and fluorite with jasper. Oh my goodness, these two. She handmade these and sent them to me. And then she also made me, I feel like it's my freaking birthday, y'all. What's going on here? Look at this. Look at this. Look. Isn't it beautiful? It's going in the galactic mermaid space next door. And then also she sent me this red jasper. They collect on the beaches there, she said. And it's like then they tumbled it. And oh my gosh. So guess what, guys? Y'all will be getting some of these as part of your gifts because I like to give. And now I'm going to pick my favorites that are going to stay with me. This one also, I think, is the Amazonite. Is that right? I can't remember what she said. No, it's fluorite. This is fluorite right here. Isn't that beautiful? They found these, like walking around on their beaches and in their forests over there, and then sent them to me. So I just want to say a big thank you. I love you, Amy. Thank you so much. You're so good to me. You're so, so sweet. Anybody else want to send me gifts? Just message me for my address. I have no shame. Are y'all liking the music? The music in the background? Listen. That's good stuff, right? That is really good stuff. All right, let's blow it up. Let's blow it up. Oh, by the way, I'm just getting out a little bit of my fall stuff in the background over there. You might see it. I got some pretty flameless candles with crows and skulls and black kitties and a witch. And then over there, I have these beautiful new trees with they come with these big burlap, kind of like, I guess, whatever, wraparound things on the bottom. See, oh my gosh, they're so cool. I'm getting into fall, y'all. Fall is in full-fledged around this house. I'm still not done. I started taking that stuff down last week from the attic. I'm still not done. It's happening in bits and pieces. Once it's done, trust me, you'll get at least a 3-minute video or more on TikTok. But it's all coming together. We are in event mode around here. And so just really enjoying putting everything together and getting everything ready for all of our wonderful attendees. We are very excited to have them join us here on the 17th. So, and we'll have more events coming. Always. I bought a lot of tablecloths this time. And I bought a lot of stuff that I know that I can use for future events as well. So it's fun. It's fun. We fellowship in a spiritual manner, and it's healing and higher consciousness enveloping is how I would describe these events. So hopefully you can come next time. All right, let's see what we've got. That's right. Amy gave me that gift. I was like, you got to be kidding me. It came in the mail today. Okay, there you go. Christina Carr says, I was born during a retrograde. I was too. So just realize if you're born during a retrograde, the retrograde for Mercury, or any of them really, that is your time period that planet's archetypes actually vibe very well for you. So just keep that in mind. It's still a within thing, but okay, so, and this is the other thing about Mercury retrograde. So if you're normally an analytical person, you're going to be more of an intuitive person over this next 3 weeks. If you are more of an intuitive person, vice versa, you're going to be more analytical. It kind of switches up the brain sides is how I see it. I'll keep that one in mind too. Let's go ahead. We've done the giveaway. We've done this. What else are we doing here? We did that. All right. So let's get into this degree placement. I have the inside degrees right here. We're going to talk about 17 degrees of Pisces. Before I do that, though, I want to read my downloads for the week. Every week, if you're new on the YouTube channel, thanks for being here. I receive intuitive messages and I write them down throughout the week on my calendar. And they're just a few little sentences. And so I thought, let's go ahead and kick it off with that. All right. Divine timing is Neptune in Pisces. Divine timing is Neptune in Pisces. It's time to completely dissolve into our own divine consciousness. Our destinies have already been set at this time. We've already gone through the whole year, and now everything we've been working on up to this point, all the decisions that we have made up to this point, at least 6 months back, are already set. And so, now it's time to understand this, that we must move forward in a slower manner, knowing that, we just continue to work on the things that we've been building. All right. We have done the work. Okay, there it is. We have done the work all year, all of our lives, even to get us to this point. Did you make the adjustments in the past to ensure you are receiving the harvest now? Something to ask yourself. You know, what adjustments did I make in the past 6 months? We say 6 months because 6 months ago, what happened? We had a full moon in Virgo because the moon was on the opposite side and the sun was on the opposite side in Pisces, okay? Let's make it joyful. The process will take longer. It's not about the destination now. It's the journey in the moment. Redirect our energy is the process. Redirecting the energy is the process. All of this, knowing that, you know, our environments may shift. Our drive is definitely shifting with Mars moving into Gemini, starting to slow down. So definitely understand all of that. Now, before I go any further, I want to pull, because I have a lot of notes here from this Pisces moon that I want to kind of keep in front of me before we read the degree placement. Get a little sip of something. Oh, wow. So there's a good goal. Very beautiful, Amy. She said she's going to start a shop on Etsy, but for now, I'll just gift them. So remember, when you start that Etsy shop, be sure that, one, I wouldn't start it during Mercury retrograde unless you're born with a Mercury retrograde. I was born in Mercury retrograde. I start everything during Mercury retrograde. It has anything to do with media, communications, making changes with this channel. Like when I come back in the fall or whenever the hell, when I come back in Scorpio season, there'll be changes. There's going to be some changes. I've already started thinking about them, but I'm not implementing them until that moment because I know I've always had success when I start something in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. So really, it just depends on your birth chart. If you don't have your birth chart, go get it. Astrograph.com. It's in the description here, and a lot of the time the moderators put it in the comments there. Yes, you go, girl. And see, that's right. Being supportive up in the chat is so amazing. This is why I love y'all. Hi, Jennifer. Hello, dear. Thanks for joining us. Awesome. Thanks for being here from Canada. Awesome. Okay. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody. I see you, Shining Star Mystic. How you doing? Thanks for being here. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the brass tacks of this Piscean moon. And this is a full moon. Let's go ahead and let me move this. I'm going to pull up this chart while I do this so y'all can look at it. There we go. Okay. This full moon is at 17 and 41 minutes. Okay, so 17 degrees. So with this book, you have to go to the next, we always round it up to the next degree. So we're looking at 18 degrees of Pisces. Remember, these degree placements, descriptions are somewhat poetic. So you want to kind of feel into what this degree placement is. And this energy that I'm about to describe acts as an umbrella over all of this next 4-week period until we have our next full moon. All right. Which our next full moon will be in Aries next month. All right. The title of this Piscean full moon degree of 17.41, which we go to 18, is White Lilies Blooming Alone in the Shade. Gifted with deep and subtle qualities which are germinating in the subconscious and coming into their own. I want to say it one more time. That's such a beautiful thing. I want you to envision that. White lilies blooming alone in the shade. Gifted with deep and subtle qualities, which are germinating in the subconscious and coming into their own. Transported into worlds in order to dream, imagine, and conceive from a pure place. Disengaged with the phenomenal appearances. Disengaged with phenomenal appearances. Staying just apart. Much that goes on here stays under, percolates timelessly. A special karma to cultivate the mysteries, to be different, yet no issue. Deep down in their creative forces work unceasingly and design alternatives for the world to partake in, if the world turns that way. So, white lilies blooming alone in the shade. Beautiful flowers blooming solo by themselves, completely guided through their divine spirit, not even needing the sun to feel its own creation, to bloom through itself. You see, creative. Yet, and I love it, it says, deep down in their creative forces work unceasingly and design alternatives for the world to partake in, if the world turns that way. So it's kind of like, this is how I am. This is who I am in this now. And I just create from here. And I like also where it says, a special karma to cultivate the mysteries, to be different, yet no issue. Piscean energy is very different. And this full moon is conjunct to Neptune retrograde. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, which makes it 1,000 times more energetically intense through this archetype. So I just love that. White lilies blooming alone in the shade. Remember, if you have to bloom alone in the shade, you can right now. Because Piscean Moon is that time, right? It's that time. Okay. Let's look at this chart. That's right. And I don't get paid anything to promote that site, but they're really good. It was created by Henry Seltzer, and they have even a time passages app. So go get your birth chart if you don't have your birth chart, because when I start getting into the tarot read, it's good to know your sun, moon, and rising, because it could be directed towards you, and that gives you more confirmation. Okay. Also, 17 degrees right now. We're about to break it down, this Piscean moon. Alrighty. Let's go with, I wonder if that'll stand out good. Let's see. Yeah, it will. I think it will. All right. This Pisces moon, September the 10th, and this is for my time zone, which is Central Time. I'm based out of Texas. 4:59 a.m. this Saturday. This Friday night will be your time to get out and do any kind of ritual, moon gazing, ceremony. That will be your most optimal time. Mercury will have just gone retrograde, and that is a really magical time. Like all of the chart is screaming. You know, now there are a couple of warnings in this chart, but majority of this chart is not too bad. Not good for initiating something that day. Like when Mercury goes retrograde, because he is the closest to our Earth, and anytime any planet goes retrograde, by the way, that is the planet becoming closer to our Earth. Okay, it sends out a frequency that is stronger than it would had it be just in its normal orbit. Okay, so it's happening 4:59. Don't pay attention to the house placements here. This is unless you're in my location, then you can look at the house placements. And I have this chart up for teaching purposes. You will see the light blue here is the air signs. The dark blue is the water signs. The red is the fire signs, and the dark green is the earth signs. So if you're like, I'm not sure which element each sign is, that helps you to understand. Okay, let's start with the moon, of course. So this moon right here in Pisces, see right there, is exact at 17 and 41 minutes in opposition to the sun in Virgo. Okay? Anytime we have a full moon, that means the sun and the moon are opposite. New moons, they're right on top of each other together in the same sign. Okay? Uh-oh, what happened here? Stop that. Okay, now, this moon, as I said, is conjunct to Neptune. It is a wide conjunction. It's not right on top of it, but still at a 7-degree orb, it is considered conjunct. We're talking universal love, higher consciousness, boundless. This is even like altered states. Okay, this is your illusions and your delusions and your dreams. It's even like toxicity. It's addictions. You could get yourself really lost if you go on the wrong route with this moon. There's a higher frequency and a lower frequency to everything, right? Everything in duality in this 3D realm that we live in. There is the lower frequency of this moon would be deceit, shadiness, flakiness. Sometimes Piscean energy, you can't count on them. I mean, it just happens because they get so lost in what they're doing, and you have to forgive them. Truly. That's also Piscean energy, is forgiveness, So if you've been holding something against somebody, or you've been holding something in, or something that hurts you, Piscean energy is deep wounds, pains. It is when we die. It's the 12th house of the zodiac. It's whenever we go back to God, when we go back to our realm that we came from. It is when we leave the physical body, whether through death or through an astral travel or out-of-body experiences, meditation. This is really good for all of the works that most of us are interested in if you're here watching this. So remember, this moon, and with Neptune in retrograde, Neptune is fantasy. It's all about everything I just spoke to, but it's about how we utilize this illusional energy, this God conscious energy. How are you going to heal through the spirit? I said something to a few people today, and I don't remember who, but I said, let the light or / the energy, light just do the work for you today. Let the light do the work. Sometimes we get in our own way, like we are blocking our flow. That is Neptune energy. Neptune is vast seas, and seas, what sometimes seas are rocky, sometimes they're mellow, right? So it just depends on how you're handling yourself, and don't get in your own way. If you feel called to do any of those things that I just spoke to, other than try not to be flaky or tell some untruths or whatever, but be watching out for that, because it very well may come on up, especially with Mars being in Gemini, So we're going to get to that. This moon is in a sextile. Let's go ahead and pull that part up. So we have a sextile to Pluto in Capricorn. So right here, this is a sextile. Sextiles are positive energy flow that you must take action upon in order to receive. We also have it in sextile over here to the South Node and Uranus right there. See there? So this is a big old T-square. If you see it, look at that. That's a T-square. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. Though we have the T-square going on over here. My bad. It's a yod, finger god. Okay, so with Pluto is all about power, okay? Pluto is about powerful action needed to be taken around our consciousness. Tuning into a higher power of consciousness. Then take action, okay? And when you're dealing with the karmic nodes, this is a very fated time. Yet again, very fated. That is also Piscean energy, okay? Pisces is fate, destiny, okay? The karmic nodes in Taurus, earth fixed energy. And then the South Node in Scorpio, water fixed energy, is in a trine to this moon. Okay? A trine is a little bit different. Trine is just how the energy flows, and it just comes in really nice and naturally. All right? And when you're talking about the South Node in Scorpio, you're talking about deep psychic, powerful awarenesses. You're talking about releasing everything that is dark, shady, negative, sexual, drugs. I mean, it mobsters and criminals. It's all of that. Okay. It is the Lord of the underworld. So you've got the Lord of the underworld in Pluto. You got the Lord of the underworld in Capricorn speaking to this moon. And then you have Scorpio, South Node, speaking to this moon. And then you have Uranus with the North Node speaking to this moon. Taurus is simple. This is the directive that we're supposed to be going. Simple. Taking our time. Being selective. Taurus doesn't go for just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to go the ones that's going to go down to the Dollar Tree and buy a whole bunch of stuff. They're more about the quality over the quantity. They're the survivors, you know what I'm saying? And they'll wait. They'll save up until they can get what they want, what they like. Same with Capricorn energy. Capricorn likes nice, good stuff. And it must, they like it to be practical, and it has to make sense. They're very sensible people. So with all of that, it is such a time. What did I put? It's an electric breakthrough kind of energy. All right. This is feeling like you could have like the humanity could have this massive solar flash awakening that everybody keeps talking about. That totally could happen during this time period. This is about seeing visions, having the vision for even futuristic, because it's good to do like vision stuff right now. Be in an excitement for higher consciousness, an excitement for your spiritual journey, your growth, your creativity. Pisces and Neptune, that is complete creator. You are a creator. Create art, poetry, videos, sewing, whatever it is that you create. Go within, because that's also how we access our God spark, the source that is us. That's how you access it. You know, I'm not one to sit here and say, let's go all meditate for 30 minutes outside. Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. But the best way that you can really light yourself up and pull yourself into that higher frequency to connect is through doing what you love. I love to sing. I'm not the best singer, but I love to sing. I've been singing since I was a little girl. My grandma put me on that little bitty black microphone with that little bitty cassette player recorder when I was 2. I love singing. So I sing songs in the morning, and that puts me in a higher frequency. You know, whatever it is for you, do it. Set some intentions to release in order to receive the breakthrough. Uranus is unexpected revolutionary breakthroughs of awakening and awareness. Taking action with this Piscean moon through higher consciousness, using your power. Pluto is the deep, dark underworld power. Pluto is power, baby. It's ruled by Scorpio, okay? Take your power to your most high. Take it to that blue source light. Take it to your higher purpose. Use the energy. Don't let it use you. All right? Let's see what else we got here. All right. So I'm going to look at my notes because there's I've got 2.5 pages of notes from this moon and I don't want to miss. I did the grand trine. Okay, so let's talk about Mercury retrograde. Let's see here. Mercury is over here in Libra. And now that it's red, that's how you know. If you see it right there in the red, planets that are in the red, that's Black Moon Lilith, they are retrograde. Okay? Everything on this chart is retrograde except for Venus. Everything. It's all retrograde except for Venus. Venus is the only one that's not retrograde. All right, so Mercury in Libra. Mercury in Libra, okay, so it actually started to go into its shadow. Okay, let's first of all talk about this. When you have a Mercury retrograde or any planet retrograde, what happens? So this planet's just moving right along, just going through the sky in its own degrees. Well, then it starts to slow and appear to start going backwards. In astrology, we all know and admit that the planet doesn't actually shift backwards, but because of the way it is on its ecliptical, from our Earth standpoint and how the energy works, it begins to appear to go backwards. Therefore, moving slower until it slows and comes to that stop and turns and the degrees start to go backwards. Okay. So August 20th is when Mercury entered its shadow. September the 9th, this Friday, right before the full moon in the early morning on Saturday in my time zone, Central Time Zone, is when it goes retrograde. It won't be out of its shadow until October 17th. October the 2nd, it goes direct. So a planet goes forward, and then it has to come all the way back, and then go forward again until it meets that degree point that it went retrograde at. Okay? Which means if you have anything in Libra, or you have any, so let's see, 8 to 9 degrees, Libra, Aries, Capricorn, or Cancer. Those are the cardinal signs. If you have anything 8 to 9 degrees, that is where you're getting activated, okay? If you have anything Virgo or Pisces or the mutable signs, Sagittarius, Gemini. So this is affecting cardinal and mutable signs. You have anything at 24 degrees Virgo or anything from those degree points where it's going back and forth. Maybe you have a planet and it is at 3 degrees of Libra. Well, here next week, you're going to have Mercury retrograde over your planet, not once, but twice. Because it's going to go back and then it's got to come forward until it reaches that degree that it went retrograde on originally. I hope that makes sense so you can kind of understand how that rolls. It's a 1, 2, 3 sweep of any of the planet placements there, okay? Let's see here. Look at the house and look at the mutable and cardinal signs. Mutable and cardinal signs. We have cardinal signs, Aries and Libra, Capricorn and Cancer. Mutable signs, Sagittarius and Gemini, Virgo and Pisces. That Mercury retrograde is going to affect those signs the most. You know, this is also a really good time. So like when Mercury is in retrograde in Libra, because it's going to go from Libra, air element of Libra, back into Virgo, okay? Earth energy. And during the time while it's in Libra, we're looking at being the judge, maybe being the only judge of ourselves, holding other people in judgment, looking at how can we make this more fair and balanced through our communications. This is a really good time to try to work through things during that time, okay? But just understand, you're going to have to relook. You're going to have to revise. You're going to have to retalk. You might have to reject during this time. No shit, because that's relationship Libra. You know, I'm serious. There are going to be some relationships that come up on the chopping block here with all this energy. Then it's going to go into Virgo and we're going to be like, you know, we don't care about fairness anymore. Now we're looking at, is this practical? Does this even make sense? Is it useful? Virgo is like, I need this to be useful to me, you know? So that's the kind of energies. Miscommunication, misdirections, missed appointments. So this is all often the times when we start missing things, missing appointments, missing this or whatever. It's because we are going too fast and we need to slow down. We got to be more, we're getting distracted. It's a very easy time for people to get super distracted and off point during this period. What else I have? Slow down and think it through. Be selective. Just remember, it's a selective introspective September. If you ever have question in your mind, should I do this? Should I go forth with this? What's that person doing? How's this going to be? Just remember, it's a very selective introspective September, and everybody else around you is going to have that inner awareness and that feeling. They may not know the astrology. They may not realize the energies like you do, but they're still going to be experiencing the energy. It's not going to go away for them. So they ain't got a clue what's going on. You're in the know. Good for you. Revise, relook, rethink everything. Review the last 6 months. Write this in the chat, moderators, please. Review the last 6 months at minimum. What do we now think / feel in comparison to that time? Ask yourself. Really, I want you to use this as part of your full moon practice. I'm doing it. I want you to really look back. And if you can't remember, I want you to go on your phone and look through your photos and look at the dates of your photos and go back to Pisces season. Okay? Pisces season begins in the end of February and it goes through March. Okay? So I want you to look back and see all throughout those months, really, what do we feel and think now that is different? Are we, and this is most important, are we living from a bliss, heartfelt space of love, or are we living in fear? Were we living in fear then? How has that changed? How has it shifted? You're going to surprise yourself. You really will. It's a really good practice to do during this moon. There we go. Thank you, Jerry Lynn. She's got it right there up on the screen. If y'all want to screenshot it, then that way you don't forget. Okay? A little bit of homework tonight. I'm cracking the damn astrology whip, you know. All right. Good to note. And some good things just to note moving forward with this moon. Okay? Over here, where is little Mars? So Mars and Venus. We're going to talk about a little bit Mars and Venus. Mars and Venus are doing this dance. Okay? So you have Venus being the only planet right there. Let's hold on. Let's just do something here. Let me go back because I don't want to cover the actual. There we go. I get a little excited. Yes, and I'm hearing things right now. They're telling me to go for it. Okay, so Venus. My husband has been coming in and out. My husband's deceased. If you're new, I just love him. I just love him. And yeah, we're not officially married, but he and I had this beautiful union. And he has come up into my awareness 3 times today. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so Venus and Mars. Venus and Mars. Venus is the divine feminine. She's the only planet right now that's moving forward. Okay, so she's pretty much taken the reins. But she's in Virgo. And she's at her fall. She's not real happy in Virgo. She can't be her voluptuous, perfectly balanced, loving, beautiful, sexual self. I mean, she's very much into all that is beauty and love, right? She's in Virgo. She's waiting to go home to Libra. The next sign is Libra. So anytime a planet gets right before it's about to come home, it's always at fall. It's not happy there. Therefore, it doesn't come out great for us a lot of the time. Where's Mars? There he is. Mars is up here in Gemini. Okay? Mars in Gemini for 7 months. That's a long time. Mars normally goes 45 days through a sign, on to the next thing. But Mars is slowing. And it's going to go retrograde on the day before Halloween, which is the 30th of October. But it's starting to slow, and we're starting to feel the intensity of the Mars in Gemini. So, and it's going to be, just if you need the dates, it's going to be retrograde from August 20th to March 15th. Okay? So, I'm sorry. Mars in Gemini is going to be in Gemini from August 20th to March 15th. It's going retrograde October the 30th through March of 2023. Okay, so that's a long period in one sign. It'll go direct January the 13th. Okay, so I put too fast, too curious. You got to be open to adapt. You can be very frustrated. Mars is our will. It's our drive. It's what kicks us in our ass, makes us move in the morning. Mars is our passions. Mars is our anger, our frustrations. It is everything we feel deeply. All right. It can be our anger, you know? And when Mars is in Gemini, it's like, it becomes frustrating. Things can become completely difficult. Completing things becomes difficult. Okay. So it's like, if you got too many irons in the fire, you got too many things going, it's hard to focus in on which you're going to complete. This is why I said, be selective. I am so guilty of this. I got a lot of things going, and I should have known better because I got a lot of things to do now. I'm like, how am I going to get it all done? But I'll get it done because I'm a Scorpio. I'm powerful, and I'm fixed on it. I'm fixated. But yeah, it's going to be a lot. That's also why I'm pulling back and not doing the broadcast next week, because I've got so much to get done. So it's kind of like this, Gemini is the twins, right? It's also, about yin and yang. It's about divine masculine, Mars, divine feminine, Venus. Okay. It is about the duality. It's a zigzag energy. This Mars and Gemini is going to have a zigzagging, going back and forth, we might jump before looking. That's a warning with this moon. You got to look forward a little bit at the destination when you're talking about taking action on something. Where is this taking me? How will I be in the long run if I choose this? Being more Libran. Look at Libras don't rush. They take their time when they're making a decision on stuff. I know this because I've got a stellium in Libra, and it takes me a while before I look and go and do, But once I go, I'm like, woo! With my freaking, I've had Jupiter sitting on top of my moon. And Jupiter is going very, very slow in Aries right now because it's just gone retrograde not too long ago. It's a big planet. It's Big Daddy planet. Uncle Jupe sitting on top of my moon. So everything I'm emotionally, passionate about, everything that I put my emotion into is like blown up and magnified. Jupiter magnifies everything. So, what I put, jump, we can often jump and go before knowing the destination. We can become fragmented. Don't let yourself become fragmented because it's very easy to do over this next 7 months, especially while Mercury retrogrades and all of these other planets are retrograde and we don't got any planets moving forward for a minute. Okay? Too many projects can lead to incompletions and disappointments. Don't make yourself cray. Trying to move ahead at the same pace that you have last month or even the month before. Okay, this is a new energy. Slow it down. Our drive needs to slow and be selective. Okay, be sure. There's not any massively bad transits this week, and that's it on the moon. Let me get that out of there. Thank you very much for listening. There we go. There's not any really bad, massive transits this week. There could be powerful chaos. There could be possible change, It's really important right now to stay on top of things until Mercury retrograde. If there's any last minute contracts you've got to sign, if there's any kind of deals you got to make, if there's anything you need to set in motion, if there's anything that you need to go for and do, you want to do it before the end of the business day on the 8th. Okay? Get organized. It could be a weird, wonky energy the next couple of days. Because the moon is in voided course. It comes out tomorrow afternoon. This Mercury retrograde is about recognition and selective. Be very selective. You may have to even renegotiate things. Okay? It's a very renegotiating, okay, well, we're going to do this, but now we got to do this because this happened kind of energy. All right? There's a lot of fateful changes, though. And it's a really positive month. And being optimistic this weekend. Saturday and Sunday are very optimistic days. Be in that optimistic, heart-based, light mode. You will get through this whole thing. Honestly, all in all, it's not the worst Mercury retrograde I've ever seen. It's not very bad. I mean, even though it sounds kind of like, damn, 7 planets. But you know what? It's not that bad. Honestly, it's not. There's some optimism going on here. I put on Sunday into Monday, the light will be shined in unexpected ways. So there's going to be some good stuff coming. Take action on what we need to do next on Sunday. Sunday is a take action day. Double check everything though. Use that Libra, Venus energy, and Mars and Gemini energy. Relook at everything. Make sure, don't just speed through stuff, because there's going to be stuff that comes back to bite you in your ass. The moon will be in Aries Sunday, Monday, and then part of the day on Tuesday. Really, next week, when moon moves into Aries, push on forward. Sunday, Monday, work days. Whatever it is you're working on, higher consciousness work. Because you're just coming off that full moon. You're in retrograde season. You know, I get it if you have projects, if you have things you've got to get done. Get creative with your action, is what I'm saying. Be powerful with your actions. All right. That's going to do it for the astrology. Thank you. I know that was quite a bit. Let's move into the cards. Let's play some cards, shall we? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Nicole says she has a lot of long-held emotions over the past 6 months. Yeah. Yep. Well, this is the release of all release. You don't get a bigger release than a Piscean full moon conjunct with Neptune in a T-square over to the, in a trine to the south node, in a sextile over to Uranus, in a sextile to Pluto. That's pretty powerful stuff right there. And it's all pretty close. It's not like, Uranus. Yeah, Uranus is off by less than a degree in the sextile. So it's like right on top of this. It's all about it. And Uranus is revolutionary. It's the young. It's that let's do it different. It's surprises. It's breakthroughs in consciousness. And it's breakthroughs in your emotions. So it's time. Definitely time. Charge your crystals. Do everything you got to do with this. Make your moon water. There's no real harsh bad that I wouldn't use to charge. I'm gonna be collecting seawater for sure under this moon. So for my sparkling sea mist moon sprays, yay! All right, let's go. You know what? That's right. Heather, you're a Gemini, so this Mars is going to help you a lot. Mars goes retrograde. When did I say? The 30th. It'll start entering its shadow. It's really starting to slow down now, but you'll have your most success with all of that this month. Then you're going to start feeling like your drive might get a little depleted come around Scorpio season, which it's supposed to. This is the season that we transmute, transform, release, let go. It's time to take a little break. You know what I'm saying? Yes, still we have to all live our lives and move forward, but it is that time. It's not go time like Aries, season at the very beginning of the season. This is when we're falling away. This is falling into the sea of our consciousness. This is why we named it Fall into the Sea of Our Consciousness, you see. All right, let's play some cards. What are we doing first? Oh, look at there. Jerry says we're doing water first. Awesome. And Jerry Lynn says we're doing water first, and Amy got the time up there for me. Thank you. Let's see here. Water signs. Tonight we are using the crown chakra singing bowl. And I want to bring in where is it? I wanted to bring in my Neptune Andorra. This is my Neptune Andorra. And higher consciousness work, I always use it. I love this beautiful Neptunian Andorra. So we're keeping that right here on the bottom. And then we also have the Mars and the Venus Andorras on the board, with a couple of other little lovelies up there. But these two are very present tonight. And before we begin, I am going to burn just a little bit of Palo Santo to clear the space and the chat. Think about this. Neptune is going to get activated again just about 5 or 6 days after this full moon. So I feel like this Neptunian, you may start really feeling that release, that let go in about 4 or 5 days after. This is going to be one of those lingering kind of energies. So if you're called to rest, definitely do. A lot of higher consciousness work can be done here. When we work in the energy field first, our physical shifts. It changes, right? Really good idea to be mindful and aware of your magic. Because you're a creator. Lovely Palo Santo. This clears the space. It clears the energy. It's uplifting. Burn a little bit each morning. It's good for you. Also cleans 99.8% of the bacteria in your house. Good stuff. Okay. Tonight we will begin with the Uncommon Tarot. These are the cards we're playing with in case you missed it earlier. We have the Uncommon Tarot and the Urban Oracle deck. Beyond Lumeria oracles. I love these. Love, love, love. They scream Pisces. If you didn't know what Lumeria is a lost, well, they call it a lost civilization, much like Atlantis. The Lemurians were higher consciousness shape-shifting beings that lived here. They were humanoids that lived here on this planet thousands and thousands of years ago, a long time ago. Atlantis days. Okay? And we're playing with Legacy of the Divine Tarot because Pisces is higher consciousness, the divine. Okay? It is when you connect to the divine. So, let's go. We've got water signs. We're speaking to Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Scorpio and Pisces and Cancer. These are for Sun, Moon, and Rising energies. Calling in on the Piscean, Sun, Moon, and Rising energies for this. Hello. They just wanted to pop right on out. So we're going to take this one first because it fell on the board. 10 of Wands. And this one, I'm going to adjust this light so it's not, there we go. And I think I'll zoom it in just a little bit. Okay, where's my zoom? There it is. There we go. Okay, so the 10 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. You have 2 10s. That's completion, darlings. Your challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune can go one way or the other, right? But it's about your fate. It's about your destiny. It's accepting the completion of your destiny. This is major life event, major arcana card. This is completion in fire. Wands is fire energy. It's action, creativity, passions. Going a long time on like overcoming, pushing forth. You've gone through so much. You've gone through so much to get to this point. And you're tired. But it is the hero card. You know, it's the hero's card. You keep pushing forward because you know you're at that completion. You know? And with the wheel there, you know, the wheel, that's karma, okay? But it's also about finishing. Okay? Because these are fixed energies, all right? You have the fixed energies on that wheel. Let's see what else for the water signs, please. Water signs. The eternal flame is within you. That's what I just heard. And the 9 of Swords. You know, there's a lot of frazzled energy going on with this. You know, you've had, and Swords is about your thoughts, how you're communicating, how you're thinking, you know, how you're processing things through the mind. 9 is anxiety. This is staying up at night. But I feel very frazzled with this. Like you have a lot of things on your mind. Queen of Wands in the outside position. You know, you water signs are going to have a goddess of a fire sign that's going to be assisting you with whatever all of this is that you're coming to completion with. That the fortune is there to have. Like success is there with this completion. But there's a lot going on. Fragmented energies. Needing to horn in and zone in. You know, this is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. And she is a queen. She can take care of everything and continue to go on out and, you know, go dancing at night. You know what I'm saying? Like she can go. Water signs. A lot of time water signs, sometimes we have that, and I know because I do the same thing. Sometimes we have that like, oh my God, I am just going to sleep this. And literally, like I work in my sleep sometimes. And I know energetically I am working in my sleep. Sometimes I have to do it that way. It just depends on how the energies, because I'm so extremely sensitive to things. Sometimes I'm like, I got to lay down, you know? Fire signs aren't like that. They can just keep on going. My daughter is an Aries with the Sagittarius rising. I'm like, take a little nap while the babies are sleeping. She's like, I don't even know how to nap, Mom. Like she goes, I've tried. I can't. Even when she's pregnant, she's like, I hardly could nap. It's that fire, you know. They go, 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 go. You know. So somebody. I feel like this is another person. It could be a female or a male. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, for you water signs, is going to step in and assist you with some of this frazzled, anxious, scattered energy that's going on here. But it's a success because you're coming to completion. You know, you don't get the Wheel of Fortune in the challenge position unless you're up for the challenge. And you don't get the 10 of Wands in front of it if you haven't pushed through a lot of shit to get there. Come on. Right there. Justice. Lady Justice. Major life event, major arcana. You have 2 majors right here. Major life events. Justice. Balancing it out. Selective, being selective, thinking things through in partnership. You know, Lady Justice is about partnership. This might well be a partner. Okay. Libra energy, air energy, thinking, communicating. Libra energy is also very beautifying, you know, pulling in on the beauty that is your higher consciousness in order, because this is consciousness energy. This is thinking, you know, this is feeling anxious about it, about everything that you have to get done, but still coming to that completion. I gotta take them. Okay. We have the Two of Cups, partnership. There it is right there. The King of Coin, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy. And the Page of Coins. Okay. In order for all of this to come to completion, you need to understand you got to take control like the boss. You have to zone in, get practical. Yes, there's a lot to be learned. This right here, Page of Coins, is the youthful, new energy. It's the student. But it takes its sweet time, okay? It is, this right here tells me that over all of this that's coming to completion, you're still in the journey of learning, always. And we always are, right? We're always in the journey of learning. Every single day. Don't be so hard on yourselves, water signs. Follow your guidance. Trust that the completion will come. Don't be up at night, being anxious, feeling scattered, being worried. Lean on your partnerships. Okay? There's partners there to help you. There are people there that love you. People that will help you. Ask for help. Sometimes I don't ask for help a lot of the time. I just do it all myself. And my ears both are just ringing on this hardcore. Whenever you feel as though you're anxious, you're overpowered, you're overloaded, just, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong. And yeah, I'm speaking to myself too. So, but the King of Coins comes in and he says, I'm going to treat this shit like I'm the boss. And I'm going to be successful. Because he don't give up. He is that goat that climbs the mountain to become the flying unicorn. Magical flying unicorn. People are there to help you, water signs. Lean on them. On the bottom. On the bottom. You got the devil. On the bottom, you got major life event, major arcana card, the devil. Okay? And I love this devil card. I'm sorry. I love it. I just love it. Major life event, major arcana, the devil. I feel like this is more about you trapping your own self. You know, Capricorn energy, which is the King of Coins, is also represented by the devil. Okay? This is like, you don't have to trap yourself in your own anxiety. You can lean on partners. You have 2 partnership cards here. Okay? Don't allow the bondage of your own thoughts to block you from this challenge of Wheel of Fortune completions. Coming into completion with it. You know, yes, be the boss. Take control. But you don't have to do it alone. That's the message here tonight. Let's go ahead and pull from the lovely Crow Tarot. Or not Tarot. I don't know why. I've got to get a Crow Tarot deck, I guess. I had one that I gave away, I think it was last year. But for some reason, I've been thinking this was a tarot deck this whole time. And then I started playing with it yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh, it's an Oracle deck. So, oopsie. We're pulling from the Crow Oracles. And that one just literally flew. It flew onto the thing. So, mischief. Okay. I kind of felt a little mischievous when I pulled out this card, but that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, it gets, you know, there could be some mischievousness. Feeling like that there's others outside of you that would cause more issues than help. That's a big one with me sometimes. It's like, I can just get all of this done myself. Easier than I could have someone come and help me, because then I got to explain to them how I want it done. You see what I'm saying? That's very devil Capricornian energy. I guess I'm really starting to live my North Node in Capricorn. I started noticing that here recently. Even more so. All right, so let's look at mischief. I just want to see what it says because I'm so curious. So great. There it is. All right. Mischief. Crows and ravens have a penchant for pulling tails. Dog tails, cat tails, cow tails, even other bird tails. If it has a tail, a crow will feel compelled to pull on it. It appears that some may be doing this to distract the animal, but other times it's purely just to get a rise out of the other creature. Mischief indicates an annoyance, nothing detrimental, just a situation that causes a bit of short-lived grief. You may be the target of someone's delinquency or bad behavior. This card may also indicate that you need to add some innocent mischief or passion to your life. Yeah, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that big time. I'm getting tingles all over my head. Very cool. Well, I am going to take a little time off, so we'll see what happens with the mischief. Get mischievous. Why not? Water signs. Have a little fun. The devil and the Capricorn King of Coins says so. The devil is also really hot sex. Sometimes, mischievous sex. All right, that's too many. Or is it? No, these cards are just really thick. Okay. Hold on. I'm blown away right now. So we got our ancient future. Okay, this is all about our ancestors. This is about our ancient ancestors. And the reason I'm blown away is because when I did the card reading before I started this live broadcast, this is the one card that I pulled from that deck. So let's find out what our ancient future has to say. Really cool. So awesome, right? Our ancient future. Right now, the legends of Lemurian civilization feel important. I need to see better than this. Feel important as the wisdom from the ancient time is relevant. The fall of Lemuria alerts us to the possibility that humanity may face if we live without respect for the earth. The ancient remembering is emerging. Many of the seed crystals and the knowledge they are imbued with are becoming unearthed. Their hearts and minds are hearkening to the core of the earth-based traditions to bring through knowledge that will help shift this paradigm into balance. There's that Lady Justice balance. It is said that the Lemurians who survived the fall traveled the planet and ended up in the places where inspiring indigenous knowledge far outweighs what Western minds have come to prioritize. The ancient Egyptians, the Mayans, the Incas, the Tibetans, indigenous Australians, the Hopi are all examples. These ancient knowledge keepers of earth and ethers have been holding the key for a new world. 5D Earth, Bliss Gaia. We are being called back to our roots to acknowledge the infinite wisdom available when we drop to our knees in humble receptivity. To move gracefully forward, we must first stand in our power for the places, ethics, and conversations of what matters most. When we heal ourselves, we often heal our ancestors. This is so correct. You heal yourself now. You heal past timelines, past incarnations. Your ancestors are often you. As illuminated beings ready to make change in the collective consciousness, that's Pisces energy, we can sometimes take on what seems like more than our fair share of karma. Very fated time right now. We may be clearing some of our wounds from our ancestors even. With this in mind, we can ease through the waves, allowing guidance and empowering perspective to lead us to the greatest goods. We got to activate the new paradigm. The new paradigm is activated through us. We are the Lumerians. We are the Atlantans. We are the Arcturians. We are the Lyrans, the Sirens. We're all of it. We are the air that we breathe. We are the blood that pumps through our veins. We're the grains of sand next to the sea. We are the sea. When you can dissolve yourself away, water signs, just truly melt. This is the best time for you guys, because this Piscean moon is going to truly help you to elevate your consciousness, to be able to dissolve into oneness of everything, therefore healing the ancestral lines, therefore realizing the true self, therefore activating the new earth grid, therefore all of the old guard falls. Don't watch the news. Stay off of cable that's shitty. Take this time to assist humanity to raise the vibration of this planet by connecting into who you truly are, water signs. I love you. I'm sending you so much love. Truly, from my heart, I am sending it. Thank you for being here. I hope that this helped you. Yay. Maybe a little kinky sex might help too. Who knows? Like I would know. 4 damn years for me. Hey, it could happen. It could happen. I am going out of town. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you to the water signs. I love you. So cool. Hi, Mike from Manchester, England. Thanks for being here, buddy. What's it about? Midnight over there? Yeah, a little past midnight right now. Can't even get arrested around there. Well, damn. Keep working at it. You got a whole, this reading is good for the whole next 4 weeks. It's the Pisces full moon read, so that's funny. Okay, we are on fire signs next. Is that right? Okay, why is this? Where is my, there it is. Okay, sorry. My thing wasn't working. Okay, so I have Kathy. Okay, you don't have proper Palo Santo or something. Message me on Facebook and I'll send you a link. Also, you can get it. What is it called? Shredded Palo Santo, little bitty, teeny tiny, and it's easy. You strike a match and put it to it, boop, and it lights right up. But yeah, if it's not burning, then you've got probably some fake Palo Santo. There is fakes out there. It's not like organic, pure, Okay, I gotta take these to the shuffleboard real quick. Awesome, Sandy. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yes, some of the survivors are in Telos. That's right. That's right. That's right. You know, they and the Argothians. The Argothians are, and I know that for a fact because I've seen them and communicated with them. But yes, Renee makes a beautiful point here. It says that some of the survivors of Lemuria went underground, live under Mount Shasta and Telos and the City of Light, and they help us here on the surface. It's Telos or Telos. I can't ever decide which one, how it's pronounced really. But yes, I know what you speak of. I don't have any confirmation on it. But I will tell you this: I have had the draw, like since I was a little girl, I have been drawn to go to Hawaii. Hawaii is said to be the last remnants of Lemuria. And I've always wanted to go. I even sent my daughter there for her honeymoon. I haven't even gone yet, but I've always been drawn to go there. And then when I hear Hawaiian songs or anything having to do with that area, I become moved to tears. Those songs really melt me. That Aloha, that song that I hear from Nako Bear and the Medicine for the People. Oh my gosh. I still listen to it every morning. I still come to tears. It just moves me. So I know that there's a remembering there. And I know that there's an opening there of some sort with Lemuria. I know it. Yeah. And that's how you find out about your own. If there's something that moves you, you can research it within. And then you just never know what's going to open up. It's so amazing to watch people as they open up their consciousness and they start realizing their connections and there's little clues in your birth chart that tells me, and I'm not a master at it, but I'm learning. And it's just fascinating. It's beautiful. Okay. Key imagery. Okay. Okay, so now we're on fire. Thank you, Amy. Fire signs it is. And fire. Make sure that I shuffle these real good before I get going. I want to make sure. Okay. Oh, come on. These are really good, thick cards, those Beyond Lemuria cards. And they have beautiful descriptions. See? In case you want to take a picture. Cards are amazing. Sometimes I just pull those out by themselves just for fun and just to learn. I think I've had this, I don't know how long, a couple of years. I'm so thirsty. I also have a big connection to the Tibetan, Tibet area. And I just, like, this is the Tibetan music. And, like, I can get up in the morning and put this on and catapult my consciousness into a temple in the mountains, you know, and I've never been there, but I can see it, feel it, smell it, taste it. I can experience all of the animals that are there. I can feel the moisture on the leaves as I walk through the brush to get to my temple. It's amazing. When I connect in with the Tibetans, yes, like all of that easily, you know, and without, and that's the other thing. I don't have a lot of book knowledge on that. I mean, I have enough to know, but I don't read books like normal people. I cannot read a book from the beginning to the end. I have to kind of like, I'll check on things or I'll open it up at a random spot and then I will just move in to that consciousness and move myself and take myself there. I will take myself there. People call it astral travel, but I don't. I think it's more like I'm just shape shifting my consciousness into that area and experiencing it for the real, like for the real, like gone. Just like when I go to my planet, which I know isn't this planet, but I don't know where that's at. I don't know where it's at. It's a constant mystery, and my Scorpio loves that shit. You know? So it's the constantly unfolding. It's the constant excitement and the heart frequency that we feel from learning how to be these higher ascended beings that we are. We've only just forgotten. So amazing. We should go to Hawaii, Sandy. Let's do it. Let's go to Hawaii. Let's plan a trip. Wouldn't that be fun? Kathy, I can send you links. I'll tell you what would be better. Email me. In the description is my email address, Sparkles Astro. And then I'll just send you a link. I have like a couple of links that I know are really good organic ones. I can send you the shop. I get the shake from a great Etsy shop that I just ordered. Christina Kars is the one that turned me on to that. She has good stuff too. Oh man, that's so cool, Heather. Thank you. She says we need a book of Chanda-isms. Oh gosh. Make me blush. That's cool. All right. Let's see here. Mike. Okay. Yes, it is. It's just nicotine, 3 milligrams. I don't have many vices. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. Well, I did twice a year. I do mushrooms, but I mean, that's from the earth. And once a week I eat a gummy, but that's it. But that's my only vice, really, truly. And I used to smoke for many years. So I'm pretty proud of myself that that's all I got. So let's see. Okay. Keep it clean, Mike. Keep it clean. All right, let's go. Let's go. We're doing fire signs. Did I put the time up there? Let's make sure I did. Boom. Fire signs right there. Let's go. We're talking to Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. The fire passionate creators. Getting tones on my right side. This is my night side. This is my light side. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we have the 5 of coins. This is feeling lack. This is feeling left out. This is feeling needy. This is not seeing that there is help there for you. despair. Feelings of despair. Not included. Pissed off even because you're not included. Being hurt. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Tower moment. Major left event, major arcana, the Tower. This is Uranus energy. It's also Scorpio energy. This is Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. This is water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. This right here, I'm sorry, y'all. When I start to channel, my nose runs. So let me grab a little Kleenex. Okay, so this right here, there's only 4 aces in the deck. All right. So when you're talking about the Ace of Cups in the challenge position, you're being challenged to move out of your lack and find that spark of love, that what lights you up emotionally, what fulfills you emotionally. It may also be asking you to truly dissolve this lack, this feeling left out energy. The Tower moment's going to come in. Tower moments are not always easy, but sometimes they're shockingly good in the aftermath. You know, this energy is electric energy. Do you see how Spirit is inside of this card? Look at this. Spirit is coming in, knocking this tower off of its pedestals because it was built on a faulty foundation. So this lack that you're feeling, challenged to begin again. Challenged to begin again somewhere in love. Yeah, the 3 of Wands coming in from outside of you. This energy from outside of you. This is the law of attraction card, okay? So you have to shift your frequency to love rather than lack and fear. This is complete fear, lack, not feeling included, but not seeing the light that's right behind you, okay? Not seeing that there is a brand new start of a loving, emotional, fulfilling reward. But it's a seed. It's just barely begun. This Tower moment that came in is going to catapult you in another direction, fire signs. It's going to allow you to really try to work within the energy field. Okay? This is higher consciousness, intuitive energy. This is a revolutionary energy. This is really, it's like the breakdown to break through energy. In order to leave this lack behind, knowing that there is an energy coming, that you can law of attract in whatever it is you want, but you have to release the lack and you have to replace it with love, fulfilling love, what truly lights you up. Fire, come on, let's go, come on. Getting tones in the left. That's it. Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Coin, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. This guy doesn't stop. He has been beaten down. He has been bruised. He has lost so much, but he's overcome every inch of it. Okay? Don't get caught up on gender YouTube replay time travelers. I hear you in the replay. Don't get caught up on the gender. Okay? This is an energy. He's going to continue to push through until he comes to completion. You can see here there is a new moon, but it's not a brand new moon. You know, it's gone a little ways, right? Every single one of these wands are creative passions, work projects, people, relationships he had to get through, things he had to keep on going, in order to drive until he's finally at this ninth wand of powerful creation. He's almost to the 10. But then look here. Right next to it, you have the 10 of coin. This is money. This is resources. This is abundance. This is balanced relationship. This is after going through your entire life. You're successful within your career. You're retired. You have everything that you need. Everything you could ever want. Okay? This is the ultimate 3D reality turning into the 5D. Because you allowed yourself to release the lack, bring in the love. The Tower came in. It may have fucked you all up for a while. But this 3 of Wands says, law of attract it in. What you feel, the energy that you hold, and how you hold your frequency is how you are attracting. You could keep pushing and pushing like this, or you can know and own that you're already there because time is yet an illusion, right? This right here, this Queen of Swords, this is like Libra energy, Aquarius energy, Gemini energy. This Queen of Swords, she don't mess around. She's very wise. She's balanced in her communications. But she is the harshest queen of the deck. And sometimes, fire signs, it takes being a little harsh to get where we need to go. You may even need to be harsh with yourself. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Cups. Rejoice. Celebrate. The 3 of Cups is about you and your friends, your coworkers coming together to celebrate life. Living in joy. You have 2 of the most joyous cups here. Celebrate your life. Even if the Tower moment came in and knocked you off your feet. Even if it's been a lack, left out, like feeling just hurt. You have to shift that frequency to love. You can keep going and pushing through. This is the hero's journey right here. This 10 of coins, with this, you may even be dealing with another air sign. Okay, so like you may be a fire sign and you may be dealing with an air sign, or you have air in your like sun, moon, or rising, because these are directed towards your sun, moon, and rising. Regardless, it is a celebratory outcome if you release the fear frequency, the lack mentality. All right, let's get you a crow card. What does the crow have to say? Let me hear from the crow for the fire energies, please. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not taking all of those. No. Start over. Freedom. Freedom! That's right. Freedom, baby. That's a 19, too. What is that? That is a 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Goes back to a 1. You're at the beginning of something really amazing here. When the Tower comes in, you don't have a choice but to start again, right? Oh, and I'm in the wrong book. Freedom. Freedom brings the message that you do not need to stay where you are. You can change your position. You can rise up and see the world from a different point of view. You have the wings. All you need is the desire and self-confidence to fly, fire signs. Freedom brings movement, flexibility, and the ability to expand our horizons, whether it is freedom to travel, freedom to make a decision, freedom to splurge on your favorite meal. When this card appears, you may need to ask yourself some questions. In which areas of your life would you like to expand your freedom? What is your definition of freedom? It all begins with the energy. You are free to feel the frequency you choose. That it's lack or love. Are you which way are you going to choose, fire sign? All right. So, I guess we should probably pull the card before I go to. I'm just going straight to the book on Lemuria, like I've already pulled the card. It's starting to get a little bit high up in this energy. Okay. Crown chakra, unlimited self. That's right. Crown chakra is there for the unlimited self. Look how beautiful that card is. And I got the crown chakra right here for you fire signs. Like literally, I have the crown chakra bowl here. All right, let's look and see what number 9 crown chakra is. And you have another 9 right here. Look at that. 10, 10. That one is speaking to you, fire signs. That's for sure. All right, crown chakra. The crown chakra is your link to the multidimensionality of your being, the seat of your soul. It gracefully connects you to the heavens. The infinity symbol of limitless appears within the unfolding petals and points your most potent potential. Here you can delight in the divine strands of light that dance with us when we are aligned with spirit, purpose, and truth. Restore. Be present and flowing without rigid outcomes. Find more space in your life. Find your own way to meditate when you are distracted. You are living on a surface level. Explore the state of flow and be receptive to the intuitive messages you may receive. The themes. The way for you is to be most aligned with the divine guidance and connection with spirit. The top of the head or just above the head, lying down. The color wash is white with flecks of gold and violet. So yeah, this is your inner guidance. This is being in devotion. It's being an inspiration, a visionary. This is your life force energy. This is everything that I just said. Higher frequency of love comes through the crown chakra. That's how you connect. I love it for you guys. Thank you, fire signs. I hope that this helped you. I'm sending you so much higher life force frequencies. Choose love over lack, even through the tower moments. Remember what freedom means to you and how to get it through the law of attraction. Because it's a really good outcome. Celebration is there. It really, truly is. Thank you to the fire signs. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. That's right. Please, everybody, hit that bell, hit the replay, all of that fun stuff. If you're just popping in on the live stream, we've done the astrology for the night. So be sure to go back and rewatch the astrology, Piscean full moon and Mercury retrograde. You don't want to miss those updates on that energy. All right. So now we have done water and fire. And we're moving on to 5 fire signs. To earth. Earth signs. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Jerry Lynn. Oh, wait. No, I need the time. There it is. Thank you, Amy. Remember, I am multi-streaming on multi-platforms in all of the groups. I love you so much. Just remember, if you're on the Facebook, pull on over to the YouTube. Please come over to the YouTube. The link is in the comments and it's in the description of this video. Majority of people are on the YouTube in the Sparkle chat, but all of your lovely chats come through on one chat stream here. So I see all of you in Facebook and YouTube and from the groups. If you're in a group, this is kind of what it looks like, and you are very, very welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes, I see you, Maria. And hi, Tammy. I see you there. Just kind of looking through. Hi, everybody. If I'm missing you, it's just because I get going in the channel and I don't. Woo! I'm starting to get big tingles. Okay. Let's clear. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Happy Virgo season. Happy solar return. Happy birthdays to the Virgos out there. I know quite a few Virgos. I know a lot of Virgo energy. Lots of solar returns happening. And you are kicking off the beautiful earth signs with the Emperor. The Emperor. Wow. I love him. I love these cards. They're like cards from people from all over the world. The Emperor is large and in charge. The Emperor takes care of a lot. And the Emperor is represented by fire energy. This could be an Aries or even a Leo type of energies, but majority of the time it's Aries. This is major life event, major arcana to start the earth sign read. Earth energies. Ooh, okay. Do I have these upside down to do? The world. Major life event, major arcana. The world coming to completion. Successful completion. These are two very majorly powerful cards to kick off the Capricorn reading. It's going to take you really embodying the I am in control energies to bring this into completion. And that's going to be challenging during this time. Enveloping, it's almost like you feel like, you know, you're enveloping all of the essence of all of the world's issues and traumas. Like you feel all of them is what I'm feeling. Like there's a world knowledge, intuitive kind of feel to this card today. I'm getting tingled all over my face. Okay. And I don't want to sound cliche, but I'm hearing like the world on your shoulders, like you're carrying the world on your shoulders. Ooh, okay. Ten of Wands came out again. This Ten of Wands has come out twice tonight. lots of completions going on right now. You know, remember, we are in the time of harvest. You know, this is the end of the season, earth signs. And the Ten of Wands pushes on through to completion. Like, it's been a long, hard road. It's not been easy. Having to overcome a lot of these like work projects, having to overcome family, life projects. You know, it's okay to feel successful and feel proud and in control. But understand that you don't have to do this alone. This here, having the world on your shoulders, feeling like you feel all of the world's traumas and terrors and emotions and everything going through you, all of the horrible shit that's happening in our world. You know, you carry that. You embody it a lot of the time. You have to learn to make that stuff move through your field. Don't allow it into the physical. It's difficult to do when you're an earth sign. But I'm proud of you for this completion. These are two major completion cards, and these are two majorly powerful cards. Eight of Coins. Coming in from the outside of you, earth signs, you have the Eight of Coins. This is someone who's going to work very hard, work very diligently, working on through the night, if need be. I'm getting stomach rumbles. Almost like, you know, you're just putting all of your physical... I keep feeling like you're putting all of the world's issues into your physical field. And that has to stop. You can be in control and empowered, coming to completion, challenged to come to completion without having to hold the world's terrors and problems and fears in your field. Peppermint. They're saying peppermint. Some of you need to integrate peppermint into your diet. Peppermint essential oil. Drop a drop of peppermint essential oil in your coffee in the morning, in your protein shake. Drop just a drop. One drop of really good, high-grade essential oil into your diet. Use it also on your temples. Lightly. You can even dilute it with a little coconut oil, almond oil, something like that if you like. And it'll help you to move. The peppermint oil is going to help you to move the essence of these world fears and terrors. And it could be grand world. I feel like it's ground world, but it could also be like just in your world. Just in what's going on in your work life or your living life or whatever, you know, family situation, whatever it is, it's a lot and you're taking it into the physical and you got to stop that. You have to find a way to stop that. Three of Wands, that's twice. Okay, we got two here. But because it fell and it showed first, it needs to go here. And the Queen of Coins. So this is Earth sign energy, and this is the Three of Wands. You know, this is law of attracting, like I explained in the reading before. You might have an Earth sign with a fire sign in your top three, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This right here, this Three of Wands, I feel like because he is looking away from all of this diligent, hard work, holding it on the shelf. He is looking away. He is taking his wand and he's pushing forward, knowing that his frequency is what is attracting in what he needs in his life. He's figured out that he can be powerful and come to completions without having to take all of the world's issues, all of his world's issues on and hold it in his physical structure, in his actual field of his body, of his life force. The Queen of Coins, like literally, she just has got it all. She's grounded. She knows to intuitively connect with her physical body, but she also knows not to allow anything in that would be destructive to her purpose in her destiny, in her life's goal. Her soul's evolutionary journey is number uno to her. Her energy is number one. So what are you accepting in visually, audibly? Is that a word? Audibly. What is it that you're pulling in that you need to release? On the bottom, you have got the Seven of Swords. This is trickster energy. This is lying, stealing, cheating, fuckery up in the house right here for the earth signs. Yes, I said it. And I felt a little mischievous going on here with this one too. This is the thing. There's a lot of fuckery going on in this world. We all see it. We've all lived it. You can hardly believe anything you see or hear anymore. Don't allow the fuckery to get to you. You can be in power and in completion without having all of that into your field. Law of attracting what you choose. Bliss. Love. Yeah. Ace of Wands. You know, I can't get over this, that this might just well be also for some of you, and I feel like I got two different reads going now. For some of you, this is just some straight up fuckery with somebody that you're in relation with. And you're like, I ain't trying to work that hard for this, you know? And I don't want to be dealing with any fuckery. It's what I'm seeing, y'all. Okay. Back up the bus. Let's pull a crow card for the earth signs. Let's pull on that crow. Where is the crow? Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so far behind in the damn chat. It's like 10 miles down. Hold on. Let me pull it down. Okay, there we go. I see it now. Okay. We ain't taking all three. Yeah, okay, these two. Caching? What is that? I've never even heard that word. Grief. Okay, we all know what grief is about, right? We all know what the grief is about. The grief is about what you're pulling in from the world or your world. So we'll read what this number 7 is. Oh, God. Okay. One day while feeding my neighborhood crows, I noticed one of them using their beak to push around some decaying leaves and then dig a hole. The bird looked around, checking to make sure it wasn't being watched, and then swiftly opened its mouth and dropped in the food. It was saving the dog kibble I had given it for later. Saving it for later. The crow didn't want to eat the food right away, but also didn't want to leave it around for some other creature to enjoy it. You may find yourself either keeping an idea or possession hidden till the time is right, or simply unwilling to let go of something you aren't using out of fear that someone else may benefit from your release or surrendering. Sometimes the moment is not right to move forward. However, it doesn't mean that the time will never arrive. You may be working on a project that holds a great deal of promise, but you are unable to devote the energy at the moment. Setting the idea aside does not mean giving up. It just means that you recognize there will be value in waiting. Caching, am I saying that right? Caching may also indicate that you will benefit from investing. This may be investing in yourself or investing in a financial institution. I think this is about investing in yourself and not allowing the terrors and the fears of the world to mess up your frequency. Knowing that something isn't working, and if it's taken a whole lot of work to get to, move on the other direction, earth signs. But yeah, it may be time to surrender something and just kind of like, yeah, okay, we're done here, you know? Especially when you get the trickery card. I hadn't seen that card in a little while. So, came out for the earth signs tonight. Communication and co-creation. Communication and co-creation. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Communication and co-creation. 21, that's a 3. You've got a 3 of wands right here. We normally think of information as something that can be written or spoken, but if something is multidimensional, it is almost impossible to share it with words. I feel I have quite a lot of this information in my field now, and yet my intelligence cannot fathom it. Metaphor or song may hint at its vastness, but it's more like a reminder or a catalyst that encourages something to stir inside the listener. Art is one way I have sought to share this information. Whatever language you speak, the emotion and message of art and music can be understood. In my healing work, where I feel the energy that comes through my hands, there is a sense of my soul and that of the client are in deep conversation. This is so true. I often feel that I am much more competent at conversation in these type of realms. A lot of the work I do is in the unseen realm. Thus, you may notice unusual looking codes in my paintings. I have experienced many visual downloads, luminescence codings that can be simply figures or complex, large enough to step into the activation of a healing transmission. How are you communicating beyond words? Perhaps you are being misunderstood because there is a dissonance between your words, actions, and behavior and what you mean to communicate. Words are like spells, so be cautious of what you say, as you may verbally sabotage your intended meaning. Also, be reminded that words can mean different things to different people. Something may be getting lost in translation. An issue can be cleared or improved through the right communication. Listen carefully to what someone has to say without interruption. Furthermore, it may feel scary to share vulnerable truths, But this may be the only way forward. This card also encourages great exploration in the realms of telepathic, healing, arts such as poetry, painting, and music, where there is collective communication beyond the mind, bitches. That's amazing. I love it. I love it for the earth signs. Even though you got the trickery fuckery card, it just makes so much more sense. Even though you're dealing with some grief, even though you're having to deal with the whole feeling that heaviness, but you've come to completion twice here. You've got to stay in control, in your power. Let go of the bullshit. And how you communicate may not be the same as some of these others. You see? You might have to be saving it for a rainy day, or it's going to cause you grief. Communicate and co-create selectively. It's an introspective, selective September. Or did I get that backwards? My brain doesn't work very well when I'm in the channel. You know what I mean? All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the beautiful earth signs. I love you. I'm sending you so much healing, frequency, love, and light to you, my loves. Ona latte, ona latte. A tricky card came out at the end. I was like, oh no. What's up with that? Swing. Oh, my nose is itching. You might be coming into some money. Something may be hitting you. Okay. It might be a loss. And then you get an inheritance. Just saw a casket. All right. I need to make sure I got these good and shuffled before we move on to the air signs. The Fool. Fool wanted to bounce out. The Fool is all about taking that chance, but look before you leap. You can take that chance, but look before you leap. Man, these cards are flying out. King of Wands and the Moon. Fire energy in control. And the Moon. Piscean, Cancer, Scorpio. All right, those are ready. Woo! Goodness gracious. These are some good reads tonight, y'all. Okay. Sometimes I feel like there's somebody standing right behind me. Okay. And I don't see them all the time, but I can see something out of my peripheral, and then I can feel them. And then sometimes I smell them, but I haven't been having smells lately. It's kind of weird. My smeller's off. Strange. We will do questions at the end, because this is the last one for a little while until Scorpio season. So I'm here to do it. And if nobody has them, then I'll move on. But I'm going to offer everything tonight. Give it all I got. All right. So Why is my mouse acting weird? I think maybe it needs a battery or something. Thank you, earth signs. I love you. All right, now we are on to the air sign energies. And there's the air time. Thank you, Jerry Lynn. Bam. What? What? Oh, sorry. Sack! Oops. I did the wrong one. Where's it at? That's it. That's the one I want to remove. Final element of the night. You know what? You might have a point there, Renee. That might be it. No, because I've had candles going before, and even in my personal sessions, I haven't been getting smells lately. And that happens sometimes. Sometimes something just goes, and then the next thing you know, it's replaced with something else, or it comes back later. That's kind of how it's always been. So it's been a few weeks now, a couple weeks. All right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, if you have any questions, put them in all capital letters. We will do questions as soon as this read is over. If I don't see any questions up there, then I won't take any questions, and we'll say goodnight. All right. Air signs: Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra are air energies, all about the intellect, communications, thought processes. What is your mind doing? Your higher consciousness mind, your higher power. Well, to kick off the air sign read, we have the air sign queen. The air, so the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is large and in charge of her intellect through her intuitive emotions. Queens are always about more of the intuitive emotion, even though this is an air intellect sign. The kings are more about their intellect, even if it was like a water sign, okay? It's kind of both. I feel like there's a lot of balance that's needed here for sure. I'm feeling a Libra energy from her tonight. I'm feeling like your higher mind is going to come through for you. And look what we've got. The Two of Coins. That is balance. That is duality. I was talking about we needed balance. The challenge here is to balance. You can see him. He's balancing on a unicycle, holding two items. Okay, so this is like you needing to find more balance in what it is that you are creating. Coins are about tangible things that we create in our life. All right. We're on the air signs. I still hear y'all in the YouTube replay, even though it's right there or wherever it's at, right there at the top of the thing. That's so crazy. What sign is she on? I still hear that. You want all those? Yes. Okay. All right. So we have the Eight of Cups. Walking away from something that once emotionally fulfilled you that you have to leave behind. And then we have the Four of Coins coming in from outside of you. This is a coming in from outside of you energy. The Seven of Cups. Lots of scattered energy going on here. Lots of choices, possible confusions. And the Page of Coins. The student, the learner, taking your sweet time. You're just at the beginning of this. This is just starting for you. You know, I feel like there's some balance needed within your workspace or whatever it is that you're creating. If you're retired, it has to do with something that you're creating in life. You have too many things that you're juggling. This is a juggling card. This is too many choices. The cups are all about emotional fulfillment, right? This is earth energy. This is water energy. This is also earth energy, earth and water. So you have air stating you need balance. The challenge is to find balance. Becoming more selective. You may have to drop something. Yes. Okay. You're going to have to drop something. You might have to drop more than one thing here. Air signs. Too much. Too much going on here. You're going to end up disappointing yourself. See right here? This is coming in from outside of you. This guy holds on to everything he's got. He holds it close to the chest. He has plenty. He has plenty of money, has plenty of things, he has plenty of projects, he has plenty of everything. It's plenty. But this is saying you got to walk away from something. And if there's somebody that's just like holding on to something for dear life that's within your realm, you got to walk away from it because it's going to cause a lot of emotional confusion. And then you're going to be like back at square one anyway. This is back at square one. This is the slowest page. A page is a young energy. It could even be a child or a younger teenager or a younger adult. But I feel like whoever it is, this is somebody outside of you. This is not you holding on to everything. This is you trying to juggle, trying to make a decision, feeling as though there's just something there that's overwhelming you. And this is the walk away card. Turning your back. Falling into the sea of your consciousness. Falling into the sea of consciousness, air signs. He's walking into the moon. The moon is unknown spaces. It's unlimited and boundless emotional energy. Okay? He's up to his waist in his emotions with this. But he knows he has to move away from it. There may be some greedy people in your realm is what I'm feeling. And if they are, you got to walk away from that. And you got to drop one or two things here. You got too much going on. It's going to cause you emotional distress. And it's going to cause you to be dissatisfied with the outcomes. Be selective. Take your time. Give yourself a break. Because this is in the infancy stages. Or whoever you're dealing with, you need to remind them that this is the infancy stages here. On the bottom, you got the Page of Swords. Somebody's watching you. The Page of Swords is the spy card, truly. It's about people talking shit, people snickering, maybe people just watching you and paying attention to what you're doing, talking their shit. But it's also a young energy. So you have two infancy energies here. That says this is the beginning stages of this. And I don't get a good feel from this person. Whoever this person is that's real tight to their chest and they cheat, they don't want to let go. They're holding on to everything they got, all that kind of stuff. Like they don't want to release their knowledge even, But I feel like it's their tangible stuff they're holding on so tight for. You know what happens when you hold on to your abundance so tightly? You lose it. You lose it. You have to let it flow. All right, let's get a crow card for the air signs. Crow card for the air signs. Find balance. There has to be a give and take here, too. Air signs, crow card. What do the crows have to say for the air signs for the full moon and Pisces energies? Right there. Abundance. Look at that. Abundance. I was just saying, in order to receive more abundance, we have to give abundance. You have to be able to move your money and give. And if somebody's holding on to something with all the dear life, you're going to feel like you're off kilter. You have to walk away from that. Abundance. Number 1, even. Infancy stages. And this one's wanting to speak. The Wheel of Fortune. Karma. Complete karma. This is a karma situation. It could go one way or the other, and it depends upon if you're going to walk away from people like that. Abundance. I'm getting all kinds of tingles over here. Okay. The crows on one side of the bay know that the cannery is a source of steady and easy meal, making gathering food an effortless task, and as a result, they spend their days enjoying their location. However, the crows who reside on the other side of the bay, where food is scarce, find searching for food much more difficult, and as a result, much of their days are spent focused on survival. The crows who do not live on the cannery side of the bay are unaware that an easy food source exists just a short distance away, nor do they have the time or energy to waste exploring other areas farther away. Abundance brings a reminder that there is a place where you, too, will find a myriad of possibilities. Focus your energy and attention on not what you lack, but what you know is out there waiting on you. Let your intuition be your guide. Abundance may appear if you need a reminder that from your current position, you might not see what is out there waiting for you. Of course, most of the time, this card represents a positive outcome. However, because these crows can be a bit cheeky, the meaning could very well indicate an abundance of something less favorable, such as an abundance of water in your basement. Interesting, as he's up to his waist in water. Check your plumbing and your pipes. For sure. For sure. I feel like, though, really, truly, this is coming into balance by releasing some things and walking away from some things. And selecting, like, 2. Not even 2. Like, horn in on one. You air signs, a lot of the time, you got a million different things going on in your head. You're going to have to bring it in. Bring it in. Select one. No, you're just beginning. If you want abundance, you have to allow the abundance to flow. Okay, and now we will pull from the Lumeria deck for the air signs. Reclaim your energy. Reclaim your energy, air signs. Look at her, all large and in charge. And I don't want to say that. Okay, so the stars just told me to tell you, if you're a Dallas Cowboys football fan, that reclaiming your energy ain't going to help them. I don't even watch football, y'all. I can't even stand it. But for some reason, that's coming through for some of you air signs. Just saying. I don't even know if that stupid shit started yet. All I know is when my neighbors start yelling, football season's back. All right, let's see here. Reclaim your energy. When we embrace an energy-aware lifestyle, we start to notice when we feel drained or ungrounded. We may feel flat or out of center after spending time with certain people or places. Our energy is our responsibility, and how we give it away becomes a conscious choice as we step into empowerment. But what about the fragments of self we gave away before we came to this awareness? Yes, it is possible to recover and restore yourself to wholeness. In shamanic practice, recapturing and reuniting with lost fragments of ourselves is called recapitulation. Even when we become aware of the patterning that unnecessarily chews up our energy, we may still feel drained by certain people or situations. When we grow our awareness further, take note of the triggers. We see it is always our choice where our energy goes, although it might not feel that way. We may feel we need to give to people we most care about in a way that depletes us. We may hold subconscious sense of obligation to others, or a belief that our needs cannot be met until we have taken care of everyone else. We may run ourselves ragged, meeting deadlines, keeping customers happy, living up to expectations, or ensuring we have everything our children require from us. Many of us are expending our energy through drama, self-doubt, self-sabotage, anxiety, or fear. Sometimes we sense we are giving too much, but cannot see exactly how it is happening, or our effort may be unproductive, even counterproductive. But it doesn't have to be like this. To claim more time and energy for yourself, look at what is and isn't serving you. You may need to make changes in your external environment. More often, the most effective change will be to your perception or self. What beliefs and learnings serve you? What fear-based and limiting expectations are you keeping from your power? Consciously choose and align yourself with ideas that serve you. And suddenly you will have a lot more time and energy for the meaningful, inspiring parts of your life. You will also have improved presence and more for your loved ones. Yeah, for sure. You've got to eliminate some things, let go of some things, reclaim your own energy, because it is number uno. Okay, I'm going to tell you all a story. So I don't even know why I started doing this again. I went to that Facebook singles, and because I'd had like 4 or 5 messages, and I deleted every single one of them, except for one. Because I saw his eyes and I could feel his energy was genuine. But I messaged him, and I voiced messaged him, and I explained who I was and what I do, and that I'm looking for a higher consciousness partner, and that would you like to FaceTime? And I really kind of laid it all out there, and I was like, this is who I am, because I'm not going to pretend to not be an intuitive, evolutionary astrologer, starseed, higher consciousness being, healing practitioner. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not a death doula. I put it all out there. And then he never answered. He never responded. And I waited like 3 or 4 days and nothing. So I sent him, I didn't go to his messenger. I just sent him a message online. And I said, you know what? I'm okay with rejection, because quite honestly, I've only had 2 FaceTime dates in 4 years. Nothing's ever gone anywhere with any of it. And I'm really happy and content and awesome in who I am, pretty much, and that I wished him the best. He came back and said, I'm so sorry. I should have responded. I got busy with work, and then I have my boys every other weekend, or whatever it was. And I said, yeah, well, your apologies accepted. And yes, you should have responded. Because I like literally gave him a nice long voice message. Nothing. So, what I'm trying to get at here is that whatever it is that is too much for you, if you give of yourself genuinely and you say from your heart who you are genuinely, that right person is going to be there. Whether it's a potential partner or a workmate or a friend or whatever it is. But someone who's real tight to the chest and doesn't want to give of themselves, you got to let that go. You got to walk away from that before the water rises so high that you're drowning in it. And this is straight up lots of choices, anxiety, confusion, emotional choices. It's too much. You've got to drop it. Stop the juggling. I said you needed to find balance before any cards were laid here. For sure, for sure. Your abundance is in your frequency. It's in your divine, sovereign life force. How you hold your heart space. That's where your abundance, that's where your abundance is going to be. Come on, baby. Come on. Camera, work with me here. I know it's there. Why is this camera acting like that today? Oh, I know it's this. Hold on. It's probably that. What in the world? Okay. Y'all know what it looks like. I was trying to do it so you could oops. I was trying to do it so that you could put a screenshot if you wanted it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you, air signs. I love you. I'm sending you so much courage to drop some of that stuff and to walk away. I love you. Oh, yes. Look, Tarot Destroyer is back. Glad to see you up in the house, Tarot Destroyer. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, we will do some cards, questions and answers, Q&A. Renee wants one. Absolutely, my brother. I haven't asked a question about, can I have a card pull for love, romance, and partnership? Yes, you may. Let's ask the crow. Let's ask the crow tarot. Oh, okay. They said no, he needs one crow and one Lumerian. That's what I just heard. All right, Renee. Love, romance, partnerships. Romance, partnership. He will come in a blink of an eye. Release. Release. Release the need and the hunt to find it. You must be it. And I love how, these three are flying, but this one is staying. Staying within. Those others may just fly away, but you're going to stay within on this. Work the energy. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what I do. I literally have full-blown conversations with my twin flame or my soulmate or whoever it is that's coming to me next. And it may not be in this lifetime, and I'm totally okay with that. Like, I'm just having, and I'm not talking about like my husbands in this incarnation that have passed. I'm talking about my future partner. I'll just have full-blown conversations, and then I will feel into how they feel. I will imagine how it will feel when they put their hand on the small of my back. I will imagine and feel into their scent. I'll be like, oh my gosh, do you really want to use that bar soap that, like I'm kind of crazy like that. But I'm like, I am being and embodying in the relationship that I am calling forth. If I'm by myself, why not? And then when that person does show up, it'll be great. And every once in a great while, like I'm talking like once every 2-3 weeks, I will go on that singles thing and see. Normally it's delete, delete, delete. Okay, we'll look at this one. And see how it goes. I have considered going into like eHarmony or something that like people are paying for they're like really invested, but that takes a lot of work. And I don't like work in dating. I don't even like the word work, period. I don't want it to be work. I want it to just show up. My mama said, what you think? They're just going to show up at your front door? I said, yeah, I do. There it is. Transformation. Release and transform, Renee. You must release and transform this situation. I'm real curious what this says. 39, that is a 12. 1 plus 2 is a 3. So 3 is all about birthing something, right? 5 plus 3 is 8. Infinity. Transformation. Transmute. So 39. Release. It's a short one. When the time comes when you cannot grieve anymore, it is time to let go. Release is that next step. This card may come to you when you need help moving forward or accepting an ending. It is time to move on. Rise up and release yourself from the past. Release represents the transition between letting go and moving on. It is that moment when we become aware that we can no longer hold on to the past or an event that cannot be altered. You may need to consider if your situation is blocked or impacted by something that needs to be released. If there's any old attachments to an old relationship that you're holding on to, even the smallest strand of an energetic attachment could end up blocking you. So you have to transform it. You have to move on with it. You have to feel within yourself, going within yourself, where that might be. 53. Almost to the end of this deck. There's 56 cards in this deck. All right. Feel whatever you need to feel. It may be hard to be present with some parts of yourself. Bring them into a cocoon of gentle self-love and reflection, and insight will come. The shadows can be released, and your heart space will soften. Cry or be angry if this is what you are holding on to, and laugh at the hilarious, ironic, divine perfection of it all. This card beckons you beyond your constructed outer self, where you can delve into the beautiful abyss of your being. Revel in the twilight before the dawn and let your wings unfurl. This is why they told me you needed one of each. Thank you, Renee. I hope that this helped you. I love you. Sending you so much love, and I know your struggle. I know it. Okay. Question number 2. We'll take 2 more questions and then I'm out of here. This mouse is acting so strange. Where is it? It's like it gets lost on here. There it goes. You are very, very welcome. I'd love to date Renee, but I don't think it would work. I would if I could. Plus, he's up in DC and I could not handle being there. I would love to visit, but I could not handle it. That's way too much energy. Okay, let's see here. You're welcome. A to Z Pepper Jules. What's effing girl? I see you there. Thanks for being here. Awesome. Okay, next card. I'm going back up to the top. Hi, Maria. That's okay. Maria Morgan is going to be a time traveler, and we love time travelers on YouTube. Please remember to comment on the video, like, subscribe, click all. Okay, click the little all. Once you hit the little bell that's next to subscribe, hit all, and that gives you notifications. Cool. Hi, Stacy Ross. I see. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Feeling the solar flares. That's right. They've been coming and not stopping. I've quit counting days at this point. I'm just like, we're in a constant solar flare. I'm just over it. But you know what? We're getting used to it. And we are upgrading our photonic light bodies. So because the Earth is so closer than it's ever been inside of the photon belt, we are receiving those light codes. It's amazing. All right. Sandy. Okay. Yes. One card pull for divine guidance from spirit. All right. We'll go with the Lemuria deck for that. Let me give these a really good shuffle for you, Sandy. Elephant wisdom. Okay, like I'm hearing like an elephant and the tusks of an elephant. Something like I want you to research the elephant wisdom. That's new. And okay. This one goes. Vulnerability. Look at that beautiful dragon snake being. And it's an 11. All right. Vulnerability for Sandy. And that's 56. I think that's the last card of the deck. I just spoken to that. Yes. Last card of the deck. All right. Our vulnerability can be one of the greatest gifts we can share. It can also be the hardest. In our society, we are conditioned to put on a facade, to be strong even in times of difficulty. It is easy to armor ourselves from harsh truths that may be too painful to bring to the light of day. However, this causes greater suffering as buried pain becomes shadows. Unprocessed negative experiences can incarnate as much more troublesome traits or insecurities than their origin. When we are truly honest with ourselves in all of our facets, we are vulnerable. That honesty is an important step in discovering our shadows and bringing them into light for healing. Furthermore, when we share our vulnerabilities with others, we allow them to glimpse a deeper part of ourselves. The times when we feel too uncomfortable to reach out to others can be very difficult times, but we need them the most. Having compassion and awareness of the struggle and disorientation others may be going through is a valuable contribution to the world. Holding space where others can be vulnerable is a key element of healing work. Self-love is also connected to our ability to be vulnerable, as it allows us to be true to ourselves exactly as we are without judgment. Be vulnerable with yourself or others. It may also be time to step into a role of a healer or holding space. Holding space means to be fully present without judgment in a way that provides a safe and nurturing environment. In this place, guards can be dropped and a deeper level of awareness and relating can unfold. Enabling unconditional love and acceptance allows for vulnerabilities to be expressed, for the core of dis-ease to be discovered, and for profound healing to take place. And I'm getting the stomach rumbles with you too, and I want you to add peppermint oil to your diet. Thank you, Sandy. I hope that helped you. Wow, that's a beautiful card. I haven't received that one. Oh, and look, there's a dragonfly up there too. Wow. And then the porter, the coil right there. Cool. Thank you so much. I hope that helped you. I thank you for your question. Okay, let's see what we've got here. This mouse. What is going on with this mouse? Okay. Jesus Louise. There it is. Okay. And it looks like, Tina, you are next, and you will be last. I absolutely will, my love. Our Virgo. I'm going to pull on the crow for the Virgo. And let's give you a good shuffle. There it goes. There it is. Thank you. Ooh, I get tingles already. Okay. Let's go. Isolation. One more. Two more. Survival and illusion. You got isolation. That's a 9. Survival, that's an 11. An illusion, a 6. Well, okay, so first of all, I'm feeling very strongly that you need to move out of isolation. You've got to get out more. You've got to move out. You know, even though this world seems to be so messed up and it could feel as though I'm watching a story here. This is a total fantasy. This is a damn movie. What's going on out there is cray, right? It feels that way because it is that way. Okay? It is an illusion. We live in an illusion. Very much so. Your isolation, I get it. I do it too. This is why I get along great with Virgos. Isolation, though, can always hinder our progress of actually being in, if you're putting yourself into a survival mode, like I'm just trying to survive here. I get it. But the illusion, often we won't see stuff that's within ourselves that we need to transmute, transform, until we have bounced it off of the world or off of others or people out and about, in the world, seeing that mirror. Because all partnership and relationship is mirroring thy own self's need to pull up the healing, to transmute the energy, to clear, cancel, delete the shit from our ancestors, stuff like that. But let's go ahead. I'm not going to read all of these, but I feel like 24 is the one that's being asked to be read here. And let's see what illusion has to say. Crows become more vocal. That's the wrong. I was reading growth. Maybe you need some growth. We need to grow together, sister. Okay. Have you ever been absolutely positively 100% certain about a situation only to find that the complete opposite is true? During a reading, illusion may surface to help you uncover if you are clinging to a narrative that suits your feelings about a situation rather than the facts. For example, the person who spends their day angry that their email was not answered, they assume the recipient read it and ignored it. All that energy being upset and angry could have been avoided if they just realized that they themselves forgot to hit send. Illusion might appear if we are operating on false assumptions or if we are in denial and do not. What the hell? Okay, and I'm feeling all kinds of stuff up in here. All right. Yes. Okay. Shit. I'm sorry. Okay. All that energy being upset and angry could have been. Okay. I was sorry. Illusion might appear if we are operating on false assumptions or if we are in denial and do not want to accept the reality of the situation. When we double down or commit to the story we created in our minds, our actions and behaviors are then a byproduct of what we want or assume to be true. If our assumptions are wrong, our actions and behaviors may have negative consequences. Does your interpretation match your reality? Are you acting on an illusion? And with that, I send you so much love, and I hope that this assisted you. Thank you, Tina, for being here. You are the last read of the night, and this will close out our lovely time together tonight. I will be on a bit of a sabbatical, but I will return, I promise, by Scorpio season. And I will also have uploaded 2 videos at minimal of the full moon coming up next month in Aries and the new moon in Libra that happens next month. So those will be uploaded and then put on Facebook and on YouTube. So watch for those. And I also will come in and probably do something for the fall equinox on the day of the fall equinox. I love to honor the Sabbaths and the rituals. Um, I haven't quite figured it out what all I'm going to do, but I'm probably going to pop in and do something. So be watching for me to post about that. And I just want you all to know how much I love and appreciate you also very much for being here and sticking it out. I know it's been an extra long one tonight, but hey, I'm not going to be here for a few weeks, so I wanted to give it my all tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Zana. Come back next time. Sorry, it's the end of the night. Please watch the replay. Please like and subscribe to the channel, everybody. I just love you all to pieces. And I will see you for Scorpio season. And we will talk very soon. Stay on my Facebook page, Chanda Sparkles Astro Tarot. And you also want to go to Astro Wisdom and Guidance. I can't ever remember my own group. And check that out. The Mind, Body, Spirit Healing group, as well as the Crystals Connections groups. Those are the groups that I broadcast in. And thank you to the admins who've invited me in to do these every single Tuesday night. I really appreciate everybody in the chat and everybody. Oh my God, all the moderators. Y'all are so amazing. You know how much I love you. Thank you. I'm so glad that you all are here, and I really love you all to pieces. You're just wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. We will see you very soon, and we will talk very soon, okay? Have a beautiful Piscean full moon, and walk in the light and spread the sparkle. Remember, higher consciousness beings are badasses, and you are the God spark. It lives inside of you. You create your frequency through selective introspective.